Hi, hello, and namaste. Welcome to Mukta's Wisdom Wave. And today, first, before I start the video, I would like to say a big thank you to all the people who have subscribed to my channel. Today, we are 100 subscriber channel. I know it's a small number, but definitely a small milestone is achieved. Now, the next thing that might be troubling you is why we are so late in posting a video. Yes, we are late because we are coming up with a very interesting topic, gentle parenting. Yes, you've heard too much about it. Let's get to know what is it all about. Now, have you ever wondered why children shut down when they are yelled at but open up when they are heard? So now, welcome back to Mukta's Wisdom Wave. Today, we are diving into a beautiful and sometimes misunderstood concept, gentle parenting. It's not soft, it's not permissive, it's emotionally intelligent parenting, of course, backed by science. Now, what is gentle parenting? Gentle parenting is a parenting approach rooted in four things: empathy, respect, understanding, and boundaries. It's guiding your child, not controlling them. It's a connection before correction. And most importantly, it's treating your child like a human being with real emotions. Yes, it does sound difficult, but together we will do it. Now, why it works? What's the science behind it? Now, understand, children don't misbehave to irritate us. They misbehave because their brain, especially the emotional center, is still developing. When we shout or when we punish harshly, their brain enters a fight, flight, or freeze mode. But when we respond with connection, the brain feels safe and the learning begins. Now, gentle parenting builds emotional regulation, trust, and long term cooperations. Now, what are the four pillars of gentle parenting? First one, empathy. Empathy sounds like, I see you are upset because your toy broke. It helps children name emotions instead of reacting with tantrums. Respect. No threats, no humiliation, no, you're such a bad kid. Respectful communication teaches them how they should talk to others. Boundaries. Yes, very importantly. Gentle parenting has rules, but they are clear, predictable, and explained. For example, it's okay to feel angry, but it's not okay to hit. You've clearly defined the boundary, right? And then the most important part is the consistency. Now remember, kids will always learn through repeated patterns. Now, if you decide that the bedtime is 9 p.m. today and 11 p.m. tomorrow, the confusion grows, not discipline. Now, let's take a look at some real life scenarios. Now, most of the children enjoy throwing tantrums in public, which is the nightmare of parents. Now, most of the time, what happens? You go take your child to a mall, he sees a toy and he starts crying loudly. Now, most of the time, what do we just do? Stop crying right now. Everyone is watching. That's the normal reaction. But when you are into following gentle parenting, what you do is get to the child's level, acknowledge their emotions, and offer a choice. Like you can say, I see you are upset because you wanted a toy. It's okay to feel disappointed, but we are not buying the toy today. Do you want to hold my hand or sit here for a moment? Now, here you've given an option to the child that either you hold my hand and walk or just sit here. And you are very clear that you are not going to buy toys today. Now, moving to scenario number 2, that is homework resistance. Children don't want to do their homework. And each and every parent is fighting for this. Am I right? Yes. Now, first step you do is validate. Are you tired after school? Okay, then invite cooperation. Let's do the first question together. And then offer autonomy. That is, you decide if we do maths first or English. Simple. You are sorted. The homework issue is sorted. Now, moving to scenario number 3, the sibling fight. One child hits the other starts shouting, and the parents are shouting at still higher pitch. Stop. Separate them without a blame. Calm both of them down. Teach emotional expression. It's okay to feel angry, but it's not okay to hurt each other. Next time, use words like I don't like this or I don't like that, but no hurting each other. The problem with the children today is they are unable to express their emotions. They are unable to express what they are feeling. And if we give them reactions, it will be not just giving them a wrong idea of how to express, but also making them have wrong notions about expressing an emotion. So here, when we are talking about gentle parenting, we are telling you to let the child express his emotions. The cons of gentle parenting? Of course, let's take a look at it. Now, we all know that gentle parenting is wonderful, but not perfect. Let's be real. Now, it takes time and patience. Of course, because first thing is you need to change. You need to change your approach and you need to get into that practice. So you first have to learn to stay calm even when your child isn't calm at all. Then all the matters involving the children are of a great emotional labor on parents. So what you need to do is first control your own emotions. Okay, because see, we understand, we are being practical, when we are coming from office and we have stress at, stress of the travel, the office things, the household matters and the issues related here and there and everywhere, we ourselves are a lot stressed emotionally. And when we see something wrong or a child doing something wrong, the entire frustration just flows out onto the child. But are you doing that right? No. What you need to do is first control your own emotions. Then people may say, you're being too soft even when you are actually being firm. So you have to accept the judgment because you know that today you are not being soft, you are being firm. Now, the fourth issue that comes up with gentle parenting is if the boundaries are unclear. Now, if they are unclear, it means you are becoming permissive. But remember, this is not what you're going to do. You are going to be defining the boundaries very, very clearly so that the rules remain consistent. And not every situation will allow gentle responses. Sometimes quick, firm action is necessary for safety. So, After understanding the cons, I would say gentle parenting is powerful, but it's a skill. Definitely not magic. Now, what are the benefits of using this gentle parenting technique? When you practice gentle parenting, you don't just raise an emotionally strong child. You also become a lot more calmer, more aware, and more connected. It definitely will reduce your guilt, your shouting, and it will build a peaceful home. Now, one of the biggest questions that parents ask is, will gentle parenting prepare my child for the real world or make them too soft? And the truth is, yes, gentle parenting absolutely prepares children for the real world. Now, of course, they are going to be prepared, but then you need to do it correctly. Now, let me explain. The first real world skill that we expect any individual to have is emotional intelligence. In today's world, emotional intelligence is more valuable than ever, and ever. Children who understand their own emotions and can handle them naturally perform better in schools, in friendships, and later in their workplaces. Gentle parenting builds exactly that skill. I spoke to you some time back regarding letting the child express his emotions, right? So that's where we are building them, we are making them emotionally intelligent. The next real world skill is assertiveness. Authoritarian parenting often teaches children to obey out of fear, not confidence. But when you talk about gentle parenting, it teaches respectful assertiveness, how to speak up, express your needs, and communicate clearly. Now, this, of course, is the powerful real world advantage. Children need to be able to communicate clearly as to what they need. Right? Yeah. The third skill is discipline through boundaries. Gentle parenting is definitely not permissive parenting. It includes clear rules, predictable consequences, and firm limits, all communicated but with kindness. And that's exactly how the real world works. Rules exist, but you are expected to communicate respectfully. The next thing is handling authority. Yes, instead of blindly following the orders, gently parented children learn to understand the reason, ask questions, and think critically. In offices, teams, and relationships, these are invaluable skills. Now, it's a time for the honest truth. Gentle parenting works beautifully, but only when the boundaries are consistent. If there are no rules, gentle parenting slips into permissiveness, and that does not prepare your child for the real world. So, the real formula is simple. Gentle plus firm boundaries is equal to real world readiness. You raise your children who are confident, emotionally strong, respectful, and capable, but not fearful or dependent. Gentle parenting does not make the children soft, it makes them smart, resilient, and ready. Now, of course, understand, you don't need to be a perfect parent, just a present one. Start with one change a day, naming emotions, offering choices, and staying calm for 10 extra seconds. Now, see, this will not happen overnight. It will take time. It will take time for you. it will take time for your child, and finally to reach the goal of gentle parenting. So thank you for watching Mukta's Wisdom Wave. If you would like to have a part 2 on tantrums, communication tips or boundaries, please do tell me in the comments. If you feel the video brought some value to you, please go ahead, like, share and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. This is Mukta signing off on behalf of Mukta's Wisdom Wave. See you in the next video.